All right, well, welcome everybody coming out for what I was doing last week because she had company, so she was enjoying her visit with her daughter. She went on and sent me out the 3-inch ball that is now carried in the shop, and you can also get this in a half sphere, and you can get it in an egg shape. So if you're planning on any Easter projects, I'd head over there and get you um, some of the styrofoam pieces. And I was very happy with this. And again, as I mentioned before, it has a little hole in the bottom, and I just took this and I took a piece of this skewer and I shot some hot glue in there, like I said, created myself a dowel, snipped it off to about maybe like there, and inserted it with hot glue again to make my handle. And I have wrapped this just as I did with this one last week, with the light pink seam binding that Deb carries in the shop. And there are a blue million colors over there. And let me get you the store link here. And Deb, again, she has a ton of new items in the shop. So be sure to head over there and check that out. Okay, there's the shop link. Okay, so what I have done here, oh, before I forget, the main thing to all this too was Deb also carries styrofoam glue. And that is what I have applied this on with. And it says it took it a couple hours. It takes 2 hours to dry. Let it sit for 24. But it didn't take that long, really. And I did this about 11:30 this morning. So let me find the piece here that I used, and we'll get started. This was also inspired from a brooch bouquet that, again, like I mentioned, I seen on Pinterest. And I loved it so much that I thought, you know, that would just not only help save and be able to use the sticks, use some of the beautiful brooch pieces that Deb carries in her shop. Now, all I did was, and this is a lace that she also carries, and the picture does not do it justice whatsoever. It is absolutely gorgeous. All I did was snip these apart, and I just sort of placed them like puzzle pieces on the styrofoam ball. Okie dokie. Now this is a nice glue. Kind of reminds me of Elmer's, but it's just a little thicker. And all I did was smear it on like so with my little brush. And then if there's some little areas that I didn't cover, I don't mind that, because we're going to cover those anyways. Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. And I'm just, let me get down here and look at this because my lighting in here is not the greatest. And again, like I said, I just placed it together like a puzzle piece. About all I did. I didn't even know they had styrofoam glue. So that was pretty exciting to learn. And this styrofoam is very nice to work with. And there we go. Just like that. I'm not going to worry about under here because that will be hid. I just don't see the purpose in covering that little bit up with anything. Okay. Let's just make a little bit of room right here. Whoops. Lay that down. Okay, and let me get this closed up. I hope everyone had a wonderful week. Oh dear, I got it on me. Okay, now last week I also did these fun little rolled ribbon flowers, like so. I will take this recording and last week's recording and I will mash them together so that way you can see how these are done if no one has ever seen these little creations. And I did them also in gold. And these are pretty doggone quick. And here's one that I've put in a bling center from the shop. All right. And here are some of the foam flowers, and we're probably going to be using some of these. Now, in addition to items from the shop, I am going to throw in just some stuff from my stash. Now, here I created a fun little fabric flower, and I just used some eyelet lace from my stash, and this, it reminds me of a shield. Thank you, darling. And this is a lace from the shop. I think it is very cute. And I just glued the pieces together. Now what I'm going to do is just add a piece of bling from the shop here. I've got all kinds of goodies here from the shop and from friends. And this piece right here, whoops, it comes like this. Isn't that pretty? And you can break it apart if you want to. I just think that is gorgeous. And you can find this in the Gone Artsy shop too. Okay. Well, this happens to be one of my favorite pieces from the shop. This piece of bling right here. So I'm going to put that in the center of this. I'm just going to hit it with some hot glue here. I've got arthritis has set up in one of my fingers, so I'm having a time using my glue gun. Yeah, it's one of my favorite pieces. And there we go. I love making these, so I've done a lot of them in several different Gone Artsy classes. So here is a piece that we're definitely going to use. And then here's just a piece of eyelet lace that I've done. And I thought I had another piece. Let me look. Oh, we're going to use this too. And then we're just going to, now if you all haven't seen or know how to do the fabric flowers, there's several videos out there on them. It's really easy. It's just a plain running stitch, and that's it. Easy peasy. I think I'll just add that piece right there. Sorry, I have to come out of the shot. And I'm just gluing that right to the center. Nothing fancy. Like so. Y'all can probably hear my family in the background. I'm having phone issues with one of our phones. Okay. And then there's another fun little flower. Easy, simple, and fun. Now what we're going to do is make this mostly into a brooch bouquet. And I want to share with you where this was inspired from, because her little bouquet that she did is absolutely gorgeous. And let's see here. Whoops. What pieces we want to use there. Okay. Now on your styrofoam ball, you could cover it with a doily. If you didn't want to, you know, break apart lace. Here's another beautiful piece from Deb's shop. And I took and cut these pieces apart, and I created a butterfly. So you could cut these apart and, you know, just drape them and place them. And again, just pretend it's a puzzle. And this beautiful piece right here, it is an applique new to the shop, and it is a monster. And you could cut this apart as well. Uh-oh. Have a piece snuck in there. But I think this is so pretty. And I may have it backwards. Nope, I have it right. But it is quite large. Yeah. So you could cut that up too. Okay, and then these are just some fun little rosettes from my stash. And I am just going to, now I got them, oh, there they are. I think I'm just going to add just a plain center. Like that, yeah. Now, I got to thinking about this brooch bouquet, and I thought, you know, you can make these just to sit around the house, you know, just sit on a shelf, or if you have a vase, just to put it in. And then I got to thinking, you know, what a great way to commemorate someone that, you know, you admired or you love, like a grandmother, or even your mother, your grandparents, an aunt, even a friend. And if you're fortunate enough to, you know, get some of like their old pieces of jewelry, like say your grandpa's watch, your grandma's earrings, things like that. What a great way to, you know, put them on a bouquet like this, and maybe sit it next to a picture of that person. And I just thought that would be a really nice way to, you know, remember someone with some of their favorite pieces of, you know, whatever. And of course, you don't even have to do jewelry. You know, it could be anything. But when I think of old jewelry, I think of grandma. So, you know, if you're fortunate enough to inherit some of the pieces. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is, let me get this off, because this was a pin. It should just pop right off. Ouch. I don't wound myself first. All right, let me heat this up just for a second. I'm not loosen it up a little bit. Like a cufflinks. All I could think of for a man was a pocket watch or a watch, but there's cufflinks even, or a money clip. Now let's see if I can pull that off. There we go, I got it. Ouch. Okay. Now I'm just going to place this and see if that's what I even want to do. Just in various little areas. I'm going to look for my, you see I've got a pretty spacious little gap right there. I'm just going to bend this down a little. Okay, now I'm going to apply this. And then I'll probably have to hit it very serious because I want this to lay kind of flat. Oh, let me get a glue stick, y'all. Are you all as messy as I am when you're crafting? I make all the messes. So how's everyone's weather where they're at? Yes, it is, Loving Life. It sure is. Okay. I think I'm going to put that one right there. Oh boy, my finger's really sore. And we'll just plop that right there. Okay. And now I might put that right there. Oh, I wanted to tell you all where this was inspired by. I'm sorry, I meant to and I didn't. Let's see, mom.com. Yes, she created a beautiful brooch bouquet. And when I seen hers, the first thing I thought of was, again, like I said, the sticks on the sponges. I mean, what could I do to, you know. Now this is a piece of a 7-piece, I'm not a 7-piece, a 5-piece set that is located, that is in the shop. They're all different piece sizes, shapes, styles, and oh my gosh, they are all absolutely beautiful. And this is one of them, and it is a brooch, and you can remove that easily to do with whatever you wish. And it just comes right off. Now, of course, metal and hot glue, they don't work too well together. Well, let's face it, they don't work real well at all together. But for the sake of the show or the class, I'm just going to use it. And I'm just going to randomly start placing. I probably should have shaped that a little. And there's a piece. And then here's another piece. And I'm going to lay the ones that you can find in the Gone Artsy shop right here. And there are several that I have. Okay. Now, these are all pieces that are from the shop. Let's spread these out here so you can look at them. Not that one. And this is the newest resin flowers. And they come in several different colors. And then these fun little pieces here, they come in several different colors. So I'll let you all just sit and drill over those pieces right now. Hokey dokey. And then again, this is a piece that I did last week. Now I'm going to remove the pin off of the back of this. This one is just from my stash. If you're into this kind of crafting, yard sales are great for this kind of stuff. Goodwill to get old jewelry. I just about got it. Almost. I should have went on and had this off of there. It doesn't help when your finger is really sore either. That booger's on there. There we go. Yay! Thank you. I got that at Hobby Lobby. It has a very pretty shimmer to it. They had a ribbon sale, so I kind of went and ordered some of the ribbon. Okay, now we'll get this piece on. We're going to put that right there. Now you want to have space. Now, well, I want to have spaces in between this because I still want you to be able to see the pretty lace underneath. Okay. Just put a dollop there. And we'll add that. Let me add just a little more. Oh, we've had more come in. Well, welcome everyone. I wasn't looking up. Glad y'all could join us on this cold wintry night. Of course, some of you are probably in awesome warm places like Rebecca is. I have snow, but I love it. And then we have another front coming in on Friday that's not looking really good. So we shall see. Okay, here's what we got going on so far. Fun, fun. All right, now let's see what else we can add here. This was from my dear sweet friend Itza. She sent me some goodies a while back. It's been a while back, quite a while back. And I thought that would be pretty to add in because it's kind of going with my colors. Just going to set that right up there. You want spraying? Well, it'll be here before you know it, sugar. Be here before you know it. Okay, now let's see what else we want to throw in here. Now this fun piece from the shop, you can take off this piece here, you know, and save it and use it for something else. And then just use that piece if you want to. Oops. Okay, I think I'm just going to start randomly, well, oh, excuse me, randomly placing these. Okay. And I've got these are from Miriam. If anyone shops with Miriam. And I thought I'd add a timepiece in. I mean, you can't think anything more vintage than a, you know, like a pocket watch. And I love pocket watches. Okay, darling. Thank you for stopping by. There'll be pictures posted, and then you can watch the recording. Take care. Thank you again. And if you wanted to add a piece of chain, that would be cute. Let's see. I think I'm just going to throw that big old piece on there too. Again, doing one of these, you may have to use E6000. Oh my goodness, Deborah. Cold, cold. See here. No, I don't think so. So many pieces to choose from. Okay, I think I'm just going to start randomly placing little small pieces now. Another shop piece that I adore. And this one is too, of course. Gonna have a heat wave tomorrow. Now you can probably get carried away with one of these. I know that I could. I'll wait on that. Again, if you all didn't see this piece here that I'm getting ready to add on, it comes like this. It can be cut apart. Okay, and this lovely piece from my dear friend and DT sister, Rebecca. So I'm going to add this beautiful piece in. Just as soon as I can get the wire off of it. There we go. Okay. Isn't that pretty? it's a button. I thought it was a pin. Let me get that shank off there. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I'm going to place that piece down here. And let's see, where do we want to go from here? Just add one of these too. Like so. Yep, I like that. You can even add buttons. I think it's time for another glue stick. There we go. Isn't that pretty? FYI though, these start to get a little heavy after a while. Just a little. Okay. Let's see. I got that there. Probably should have put that one there. That's okay. We can put that one right there. Oh. See, it's getting top heavy. Alrighty. Bend that a little. And again, class last week I showed y'all how to do these in case anyone isn't familiar with them. So that'll be mashed together with this video. I think that's looking pretty cool. Now I'm going to put this piece right there. Too big of a gap there. Alright, now next thing I want to add, this came from my dear friend Alicia. She sent me this some time back. It's just a cute little resin heart. Just as soon as I can get it off here. Well, this little booger just wants to stay. There we go. Oh, I do too. Oops. I'm going to add that right in up. No, I think I want to put that. No, I'm going to add that right there. Yeah. Gotta have a heart for a bouquet, right? And there we go. Okay, now put a little bit more up there towards the top. We'll add a piece right there. There we go. And let's see. And then this piece, it just broke. And I thought, well, I can save that for something. So even though a piece gets broke, you can still give it, you know, a new home somewhere. I don't think it wants to go to this home though. I'm having trouble. Alrighty. Hit that with some glue. And I dropped my glue gun, y'all. Oh, goodness. Alright. Try this again. Bear with me. I'll get it. There we go. Got it worked in there, I think. There. Okay. Now let's see. Oh, here we go. And these are off of, I like this one better, a beaded garland that Deb sells in the shop. And I used the beaded garland, the beaded part for something else, and I saved the little rosettes. So we can probably incorporate these in too. Yeah, I'm gonna put that right there. Right there. Now let's see here. Oh yeah. And you can get these from Miriam as well. And I'm just going to bend the wings up. And we'll place a little butterfly right there. Give it just a second to grab. There we go. And here's what we got going on so far, you all. Nice collection of pieces. You know, gathered from wherever. Whoops. And let me see here. I kind of like to overlap some of the pieces. Whoops. No, that's too big. Oh, let's see what we think about those. No. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, here we go. And this beautiful piece is in the shop. And I'm going to lay that right in there. If anyone caught my centerpieces that I made for the New Year's Eve dance, I had these on it. Yep, here we go. Nice and sparkly. Okay, now what I'd like to do, I'm going to hold up just a minute. Okay, we may even add another butterfly or two. All right, what I want to do next is, Deb has a few collars that she sells in the store. And I think some of them are on clearance right now. There was one that she had. I do not know if it's out of stock right now, and I don't know if she's bringing it back. I hope she does. This is what I have left of it right now. And I had done a couple projects using this. What I did was I saved all the beads. Okay. I didn't think about getting a cameo out. That's silly. Anyhow, you could add a cameo to this too. It'd be very pretty. But I've saved all the beads off of it. And I'm going to use, here's a flower I did bigger. And that's going to help me out here just for a minute. Because I don't want these little boogers rolling everywhere. And I've probably got some in here also from other stuff. And we'll just incorporate them too. But the smaller ones are from that collar. Okay. And if no one has this tool, Deb now has them in the shop. Every crafter should have one. And I bet you I can't find mine. I bet I've used it and didn't put it back. And I could have swore I seen it in here. Well, doggone it. Oh, here it is. Thank goodness, because I don't know what I'd have done without it. Okay, this handy dandy little tool. It's great for picking up your beads, your flat backs, whatever. No crafter should be without it. It's pretty awesome. Deb now has them in the shop. So if you don't have one, get you one. And I had to sit and do 40-some baby shower invitations that all required 3 flat back pearls put on every one. And I don't think I'd have made it without this booger. So anyhow, what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to finish this up at the class because it's going to take just a little bit of time. But I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do with this. Now, in this more open area, I'm going to take these little beads and I'm just going to start placing them on here. Like so. Now, here's when you need something to hold your project. Now, a cold glue might work, you know, on this. The Oasis floral glue. Of course, like I said, I do a lot of bouquets and things like that. You know, that way you can just squeeze out a little bit at a time and dip it. Of course, you have to work pretty quick. But I'll get a little bit of this done so you all can see, ouch, what that's going to look like. I burnt myself. Nothing new. And again, like I said, this brooch bouquet, she had did this with beads. And I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. And I thought, what a great way to, you know, use up the beads that I have been saving off this beautiful collar that Deb was selling. And I hope she's going to bring it back because there's a lot of pieces on there that you can take apart and use on projects. See how that's going to look. Oh, this little spoon, isn't that precious? I got that from my friend Christine. She sends me all kinds of cutesy stuff. I love pearls. And that one I keep grabbing wrong. So if I don't use this for anything else, it's great for pearls, huh? But see how wonderful this little tool is? Oh my gosh, I love it. Uh-oh. So anyhow, that way you get an idea of what I'll be doing down underneath over on this side. And then I still may place a brooch or two in between things. So, but isn't that the neatest looking thing right there? I like that. And I may put another piece right there, and I think I will. Now, doing projects like this, I can, like I said, I can get really carried away. And my goal here was to let some of that peep through. And I'm hoping in better lighting you can. Where we've put the lace. So, here's what we got going on so far. And I will finish the beading after class. And then, let's see, do I want to add that? I don't know yet. Okay. And you all like the spoon, huh? I do too. I'm pretty sure I'll find a home on here. Okay. All right. Well, the next thing I want to show y'all with this, let me make sure I did not, I bet you I didn't bring that in here. I don't see it. Let me keep looking here just for a minute, y'all. Nope, I didn't. Okay, well, I'm going to share the link to, because I'm working out of 2 rooms. Let me share this link with you all. And it is a trim. I'm hoping it's in this piece. No, I didn't see it. One second, y'all. Sorry about that. Here it is. Okay, this chiffon flower trim. I have worked with it various other classes. But what I'm going to do, because I have it on hand, that way y'all can see what I'm going to do. I will create a base using it underneath here. Now, Deb's beautiful ostrich feather trim is what I wanted to use with that, but I have used up what I had. And that way there would have been feathers all down underneath. Of course, I love feathers. Big time. So, anyways. But I will get that finished up and get this shared. And that way you all can see the finished product. But what I'm going to do underneath here is some more of this beading. Okay, and then I'm going to add the beautiful little trim underneath here. And I will probably even incorporate some tulle underneath, like so. Okay. And before we go, though, I'm going to see what this looks like. Deb carries this in the shop as well. This fun trim. And you can take it, you know, and maybe place it like so, to where it's up off the bouquet, you know, randomly all over. Or we can just make some to where it just hangs down. That's another idea. Oh, guess what, you all? I found it. It was hiding. Let me look in this little bag and see what kind of little goodies we can probably add. No, nothing. Okay. All right, well, I found it. Yay. Anyhow, I'm going to add this underneath here so that way it'll give you all an idea. I'll show y'all what it's going to look like. Because we're marking an hour here, and I'm pretty sure you folks would like to start to hit the hay. Because that's what it'll look like, all up underneath there. Very pretty. And then in a few days, or maybe even a couple weeks, I can show you all something finished, doing what we had originally started with the feathers. But I will post pictures of that because this is a lot larger than I thought. And we can see what happens there. So, get out your beautiful beads and your beautiful brooches and create yourself what I'm calling a memory bouquet, or you can use it as a beautiful bouquet for a wedding. Alrighty, and be sure to check the shop. Again, like I said, Deb not only has these in the styrofoam balls and the half spheres, she also has them in eggs. So if you want to get started on your Easter projects, and making a bouquet like this is a great way to salvage the handle parts of your sponge brushes. Pretty fun, huh? And don't forget, alrighty. Well, thanks again, everyone. And until next time, y'all have a great night, great week. Take care. Thank you all again. Bye-bye. Okay, now what I want to show you all next was these fun little flowers. Oh, wait a minute. I got more. And how to do them, in case anyone doesn't know. These are just made with ribbon. Plain, simple ribbon. This one that I used was probably about an inch. I'll measure it. And this one is 7/8 an inch. So, but I'll show y'all how I did those. And this one is almost an inch and a half. Okay, now all I did was take my little handy dandy, hello Miss Itza, 1-inch punch, and punched out these. Easy peasy. And then the next thing I did, and of course I'm sure there's like a blue million tons of ways of making these, but this is how I did it. I just took my ribbon and I put myself a knot in it. Like so. And I just trim that up. Like that. Took my disc. Placed myself a little bit of glue. I took the flatter side of my ribbon and I placed it right there in the center, or as close to it as I could get. Now this part gets to be a little bit of a pain because I don't want to cut my ribbon because I don't know how much I'm going to use. And then you just take it and you keep, now this is how I did it. It just made it easier for me. But as I went around, I just kept twisting. Got it in kind of close to the knot. And then I just kept twisting. And then when I got around so far, I would hit it with a little bit of glue and just hold that down. You are fine, Miss Itza. I hope everyone is warm where they're at because it is freezing here where we are. And I just keep twisting like so and spinning. And then there I am. I'm going to hit this side where it's starting to lift. And then press that down. And then I'm going to hit it over here on this side too. When it starts to get a little bit bigger, you need to, well, you're probably going to have to hit it with glue a little more often. And see, it starts to twist. I mean, if you know how much to cut off, hey, you're doing great. And then just keep twisting. Spin and twist. And then see, it starts to lift. That's when you know you need to hit it with a little bit of glue. And hold it down. After I get so far, I kind of got to unwind it a little. Well, Miss Itza, what I have done, I have been saving. I use a lot of those sponge brushes, and I kept trying to think, what can I do with the sticks of them? So, well, I had one laying here. Here it is, like this. So I've took the handle and I have wrapped it with some of the seam binding from the shop. And Deb now carries styrofoam, eggs, and spheres. And I have taken one of those and I have hot glued a feather boa onto it. You can get those at your handy dandy friendly Dollar Tree store. We all love that place. And I'll show that to you here in just a second. We're going to put together a little bouquet. And then I just keep twisting till most of my disc is covered, or I've got it covered pretty well. And then I just give it a snip, twist it and bring it, oops, give it another twist, and then I bring it to the back. And right there, it's kind of a little loose. And then I'm going to hit it with some glue right there to bring that together. Well, hello, I found you. Welcome, welcome. And I just hold that down. If you get the back side ugly, don't worry about it. And then there's your little rolled flower. Ta-da!